started with a feeling, and a dream was born in you. You hope and pray that come the day you'll see that dream come true. With every passing moment, you begin to understand that you're bound for glory land. With a hunger in your heart, and with fire in your soul, with passion rising high, you know that you can reach your goal. Reach your goal. Believe in what you do, and you've the strength to see it through. On the road to glory land, glory land, glory land. And I say, glory land, in glory land. It's in your heart, it's in your hand. In glory land, hey, glory land. You're here in glory land. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, this is glory land. Glory. As the day gets ever closer, you are reaching for the sky. The flame that burn inside are the flames that never die. When you start to believe, it's in your heart, it's in your hand. You know this is glory land. And I say, glory land, in glory land. got you this far. Did what you do. You've wasted every moment of your Saturdays and your Sundays. You're wasted from the boredom. Was never supposed to be like your father said. Just do what was done unto you. Always in your father's steps, you'll do what was done unto you. It won't be hard to start again. If this'll make you happier, you got you this far. Do what you have to, and you're gone now. And did it make you happier? It wasn't that hard. Did what you had to. One more inch, you son of a bitch. Been a waste of my time, always. And now you're half away. You bend till you break and make the same mistakes always. So go on. If this'll make you happier, it got you this far. Do what you have to. Well, you're gone now. And did it make you happier? It wasn't that hard. Did what you had to. is a bloom, shoots up through the stony ground. There's no room, no space to rent in this town. You're out of luck, and the reason that you had to care, the traffic is stuck, and you're not moving anywhere. You thought you found a friend to take you out of this place, someone you could lend a hand in return for grace. It's a beautiful day. Sky falls, you feel like it's a beautiful day. So let it get away on the road, but you got no destination. You're in the mud, in the maze of her imagination. Your love is down, even if that doesn't ring true. You've been all over, and it's been all over you. It's a beautiful day. So let it get away. It's a beautiful day. Touch me, take me to that other place. Teach me, I know I'm not a hopeless case. See the world in green and blue. See China right in front of you. See the canyons broken by cloud. See the tuna fleets clearing the sea out. See the bedroom fires at night. See the oil fields at first light. And see the bird with a leaf in her mouth. After the flood, all the colors came out. It was a beautiful day. So let it get away. Beautiful day. Touch me, take me to that other place. Release me. I know I'm not a hopeless case. What you don't have, you don't need it now. What you don't know, you can feel it somehow. What you don't have, you don't need it now. Don't need it now. It was a beautiful day. Love's like a road that you travel on when there's one day and the next day gone. Sometimes you bend, sometimes you stand, sometimes you turn your back to the wind. There's a world outside the darkened door where blues won't haunt you anymore. With a brave heart free and lover's soul, come ride with me to the distant shore. We won't hesitate, break down the garden gate. There's not much time left today. Life is a highway, I wanna ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long. Through all these cities and all these towns, it's in my blood and it's all around. I loved you now like I love A misunderstanding once, but now we're looking in the eye.
Little ditty about Jack and Diane, two American kids growing up in the heartland. Jackie gonna be a football star, Diane's debutante backseat of Jackie's car. Sucking on chili dog outside to taste freeze. Diane sitting on Jackie's lap, got his hands between her knees. Jackie say, hey Diane, let's run off behind the shady trees. Dribble off those Bobby Brooks, let me do what I please. Say, oh yeah, life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone. Say, oh yeah, life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone. To walk on. Jackie sits back, collects his thoughts for the moment, scratches his head and does his best James Dean. Well, then there, Diane, gotta run off to the city. Diane says, baby, you ain't missing nothing. Jackie say, oh yeah, life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone. Oh yeah, let's say life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone.
So let it rock, let it roll, let the Bible belt come and save my soul. Hold on to 16 as long as you can.
thrill of living is gone. Oh yeah, they say life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone. A little ditty about Jack and Diane, two American kids doing the best they can.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
A 17 and 18-year-old young man. So many things have happened in between. There are so many thoughts and emotions I want to share with you. I don't really have the time tonight. Each of you, when you see the program, will see a small note written to you. It is very difficult because what I want to say to each one of you, I want to say to all of you. The 7 of you, in your own way, have made coaching at O'Hara, or anywhere for that matter, a tremendous experience. I have tried for over a year to try and figure out what to say to all of you. And each time I try, I stop because it means I have to say goodbye. And I can't say goodbye because, you know, Carlos, it means that there will be no one to give me a hug and a kiss each day when I show up. It also means, Kyle, I have no one to jump on my back as I walk up to a coach, to shake his hands and do a face plant at his feet. And Cameron, who will talk to me as much as you did in 4 years. And you know, Daniel, it just won't be the same without the musical talents you displayed on the way home from St. Louis. And Ryan Mack, The only person who displays the mood swings you do is Isabella. And of course, Joe Park. How will I ever replace the amazing attitude and dedication you displayed? And Joe, you certainly got my vote for Goal of the Year. How do I say goodbye to those people who are responsible for some of the greatest memories I will ever have? To the parents of all these young men, thank you for letting us share in at least 4 years of your sons' lives. To all of you, I ask one thing. As you move through life, please remember that at some point in your life, some teacher or parent or coach gave something to you. Take that and give it to someone else. Thank you for everything, and may God bless all of you in whatever you choose to do. Thank you very much. This part of the program wasn't planned or put on the agenda for a very special reason. As I went through the year and I watched the things that these young men were accomplishing and the things that they were setting forth as standards and the requirements that the teams after them were going to have to meet, I started to think, we at O'Hara, and I've only been there for 6 years, have had somebody very special with us since 1984. And as teachers and coaches, as parents, we don't always see every day what goes on. We may visit the school once a quarter, and we may see coaches twice a week. But we don't see what goes on every day. And sometimes the reasons we show up to school are not the good reasons. They're the negative ones. And so you may deal with a teacher because your son or daughter didn't maybe achieve the goal that they set out for grades. But over the last, Jerry, how long have you been there now? 20 years. And involved with the soccer program since 1984. That's a lot of kids. That's a lot of students. And that's a lot of soccer players. That's a lot of young people growing up to be businessmen, lawyers, doctors, you name it. It's a lot of people that Jerry has touched. It's a lot of time that Jerry has given up. And I realize that there may not be a chance better than this year to say thank you to Jerry and to his family. Because tonight we not only had Geraldine show up, but we also had Jerry's son show up. And you know, Eric, I can tell you that there aren't too many days that go by when he doesn't talk about the things that you've done and the things that you're achieving, the things that you're setting out to do. And he may not have always been there because he was so busy taking care of everybody else's kids. But with everything that happens, I wanted to tell Jerry in our own way, thank you, and to tell his family, thank you. And there is no Hall of Fame for people like Jerry, because people like Jerry are in their own place. And to measure up to people like Jerry, you have to do special things. And whether it's drive a bus or maybe, as he did for so many years, have people tell him that he knew nothing about the sport for which he was coaching. And it was never about coaching soccer for Jerry. It was always about working with young kids. And sometimes we as adults fail to see that. And I wanted to let Jerry know that in my 6 years there, I can honestly say that he's had a big impact in my life. Because of his attitude towards what he expects from young people. To get an A, you have to achieve and work for an A. And to get a state championship, you have to work for and achieve a state championship. That's the attitude that this team portrays, and that's the attitude that this program portrays. It doesn't matter to me what anybody thinks, because I know what this man stands for. And I know what he has done, not only for the young guys that are sitting here, but for many, many people that have come before these gentlemen. And Jerry, in my life, there's been a coach and my own father. And I spent an awful lot of time with you. I don't want to call you like you're like my father. But let's just say I've never had an older brother. And you've helped me deal with a lot of situations with these guys. And over the years, I've come to understand what it is and what it should be. And I thank you. And the school is better off for having you. I know you tried to get away once, and it didn't work. And you know, I still haven't forgotten my first year when I was at the banquet, and I was giving my talk. I looked over it, and you said, "Isn't that?" And I said, "Isn't that right, Jerry?" And you were asleep. So at least you're staying awake. But as I was talking to Kathy, she reminded me, do you remember when you talked, at your first banquet, and you looked over it and Jerry said to Jerry, "Hey, isn't that right, Jerry?" And Jerry was long into the night. But honestly, I wanted to thank you. And Geraldine, I want to thank you. And Eric, I want to thank you for letting us once again tell you that we're borrowing him. And we will give him back at some point. But please allow us to continue to have as much time with him as we can, or whatever you'll allow us to have. Appreciate it, Jerry. And we do have something for you and for Geraldine. So, let's see where it's at, and we'll get that for you. Yes, Mr. Hogue will give you a car after the banquet.
Got AAA?
Something like that. Come on up, Geraldine. That's for you.
Thank you.
And Jerry, this is for you, which will end up being for Geraldine, I'm sure. And it says, has the O'Hara crest on it, and it says, Jerry Dickey,
Oh,
for your many years of dedication to O'Hara soccer.
oh, that's beautiful.
Forgive me if I act a little strange, for I know not what I do. Feels like lightning running through my veins every time I look at you. Every time